My dear children, come closer. Sit down for a moment and give this old man your attention. I know your world is busy. Your phone keeps vibrating. Your mind is full of worries, and everyone seems to be rushing somewhere. But for just a little while, slow down and listen to me. I am 109 years old. I have lived long enough to watch the world transform in ways I never imagined. I have seen villages become cities, handwritten letters become instant messages, and people travel to places that once seemed impossible to reach. I have watched nations rise and fall, families grow and disappear, and dreams come true while others faded away. I have laughed until my stomach hurt, and I have cried until there were no tears left. I have buried people I thought would bury me. I have made mistakes that cost me years of my life, and I have learned lessons that no school could ever teach. Today, I don't have gold to give you. I don't have houses, expensive cars, or riches to hand over. What I have is something much more valuable, wisdom that took me more than a century to gather. If you truly listen to me, not just with your ears, but with your heart, you may save yourself years of regret. The first thing I want to tell you is this. Please, do not waste your life trying to impress people. When I was young, I cared too much about what others thought of me. I wanted everyone to like me. I wanted people to admire me. I compared myself with my friends. If someone bought new clothes, I wanted better ones. If someone built a bigger house, I felt like I was falling behind. What a foolish way to live. Do you know what I discovered after all these years? Most of the people I was trying to impress are gone. Some have passed away. Some have forgotten I ever existed. Others were too busy worrying about their own lives to think about mine. So why should you sacrifice your peace to satisfy people whose opinions change like the weather? Live a life that makes you proud when you look into the mirror, not a life that earns applause from strangers. My child, there is something else I wish someone had told me when I was your age. Time is not your enemy, but it is also not your friend. Time does not wait. It does not slow down because you are confused. It does not stop because you are afraid. It keeps moving. When I was 20, I thought I had forever. When I was 40, I believed there was still plenty of time. When I turned 60, I began to understand how quickly the years disappear. Now, I am 109. Believe me when I tell you this, life passes faster than you think. If you have a dream, start working on it. If you need to apologize, do it today. If you want to learn a skill, begin now. Stop saying, one day. One day has stolen more dreams than failure ever has. Another thing, never measure your life using someone else's success. I see young people becoming unhappy because another person bought a car first. Someone got married before them. Someone became rich before them. Someone's business grew faster. Listen carefully. The mango tree and the palm tree do not grow at the same speed, yet both become useful. The sun rises at its own time. The moon shines at its own time. Everything in nature has its season. So why do you expect your life to look exactly like someone else's? Your journey belongs to you. Walk it with patience. Now let me tell you something that took me almost 80 years to understand. Money is important, but it is a terrible master. Yes, work hard. Yes, build wealth. Yes, provide for your family. But never become so busy making a living that you forget to live. I have known wealthy men who slept in fear every night. I have known poor men who laughed with their families every evening. Money can buy comfort. It cannot buy peace. Money can buy medicine. It cannot guarantee health. Money can buy a beautiful house. It cannot turn it into a loving home. So chase purpose before possessions. If wealth comes, receive it with gratitude, but never sell your soul just to become rich. My dear children, protect your health while you still have it. When you are young, you think your body will forgive every bad habit. You eat carelessly. You sleep too little. You ignore pain. You postpone medical checkups. You believe nothing can happen to you. I thought the same, until one day my body reminded me that every choice has a consequence. Please, drink more water. Eat food that nourishes you. Walk whenever you can. Rest without feeling guilty. Your body is the only house you will live in for your entire life. Take care of it. There is another mistake I made that I beg you not to repeat. Do not allow pride to keep you from saying, "I'm sorry. I lost precious years because of pride." There were people I loved deeply, yet we refused to speak because both of us wanted to be right. Years passed. One of them died before we made peace. Do you know what hurts the most? Not the argument, the silence that followed. If you are wrong, admit it. If someone has offended you, forgive them when you can. Life is too short to carry heavy hearts. My child, listen carefully to this next one. Choose your friends as carefully as you choose your future. The people around you shape the person you become. If you spend your days with people who complain, you will eventually complain about everything. If you surround yourself with lazy people, laziness will begin to feel normal. But if your friends challenge you to grow, encourage you to improve, and celebrate your progress instead of envying it, you will go much farther than you ever imagined. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. Some people are only passing through. Let them pass. And please, never stop learning. I am 109 years old, yet until my eyes became weak, I still loved learning new things. Knowledge keeps the mind alive. Read books, learn new skills, ask questions. Do not let your age become an excuse. The day you believe you know everything is the day you stop growing. Finally, before I rest for a while, let me leave you with this thought. Every morning you wake up is another chance to become the person you dreamed of being. Do not waste that chance. When you fall, stand again. When people laugh at your dreams, keep working. When life becomes difficult, remember that the strongest trees grow through the fiercest storms. I have lived for 109 years, and if there is one thing I know with certainty, it is this. Life is not always fair, but life still rewards those who refuse to give up. So lift your head, strengthen your heart, be kind, be honest, work hard, love deeply, forgive quickly, and never stop believing that tomorrow can be better than today. Now, let this old man catch his breath, because there is still more I need to tell you, lessons that changed my life forever, and that I pray will change yours too. My children, let me take a glass of water. I will be right back. My dear children, thank you for staying with me. At my age, every breath I take is a gift from God. I don't know how many more sunrises I will see, but I know this may be the last opportunity I have to speak to your generation. So listen to me as if you were listening to your grandfather, because everything I am about to say was paid for with tears, mistakes, and experience. Let me tell you something that took me almost a lifetime to understand. Do not confuse being busy with making progress. There were years when I worked from sunrise to sunset. I hardly rested. I was always moving, always chasing something. But one day I looked back and realized that I had been running in circles. Being busy does not always mean you are moving forward. Ask yourself often, is what I'm doing today bringing me closer to the life I want? If the answer is no, have the courage to change direction. Working hard is important. Working wisely is even more important. Never be ashamed to start small. Young people today want everything to happen overnight. You want a mansion before building a foundation. You want millions before mastering one skill. You want people to celebrate you before you've given them a reason to. Listen to this old man. Every mighty tree was once a tiny seed. Every successful business started with one customer. Every expert was once a beginner who knew almost nothing. Don't laugh at small beginnings. Respect them. Small steps taken every day will carry you farther than giant dreams that never leave your imagination. There is another lesson I wish someone had taught me much earlier. Protect your peace. You do not have to attend every argument. You do not have to respond to every insult. You do not have to prove yourself to everyone. Some battles are not worth fighting. I have seen friendships destroyed because people refuse to stay quiet. I have seen families separated because someone wanted the last word. Sometimes silence is not weakness. Sometimes walking away is the greatest victory. Your peace is precious. Guard it carefully. Please, stop looking for shortcuts. Anything that grows too quickly often disappears just as quickly. I have watched people become rich through dishonest means. For a little while, everyone admired them. Then one mistake destroyed everything they had built. Build your life honestly. Build your reputation honestly. Build your success honestly. It may take longer, but it will last longer. Remember this: a slow success that lasts is better than a fast success that disappears. Now let me tell you something about failure. I failed more times than I can count. I failed in business. I failed as a father on some occasions. I made decisions I wish I could take back. For years I carried those regrets like heavy stones on my shoulders. Then one morning I realized something. I could spend the rest of my life crying about yesterday. Or I could use yesterday to become wiser today. Please don't allow one mistake to define your future. You are not your worst decision. Learn, grow, forgive yourself, then move forward. My dear children, be very careful with your words. A wound caused by a knife may heal. A wound caused by cruel words can remain in someone's heart forever. Before you speak, ask yourself, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If your words cannot heal, do not let them destroy. Speak life into people. Encourage them. Lift them up. You never know who is silently fighting a battle. There is something I deeply regret. I spent too many years thinking I had more time with the people I loved. I kept saying, I'll visit next month. I'll call next week. We'll spend time together later. Sometimes. Later never came. My parents are gone. Many of my friends are gone. Some of my brothers and sisters are gone. If I could return to my younger years, I would spend less time chasing money and more time creating memories. Please, hug your parents while you still can. Tell your children you love them. Visit your grandparents. Sit with the elderly. One day, all you'll have left are memories. Make them beautiful. And now, I want to tell you the greatest secret I have discovered after living for 109 years. Your life becomes what you repeatedly do, not what you wish, not what you dream, not what you promise, what you consistently do. If you read every day, you become wiser. If you save money consistently, you become financially stronger. If you exercise consistently, you become healthier. If you complain every day, you become bitter. Your habits quietly build your future while you are busy living today. Choose your habits carefully because they are choosing your tomorrow. My dear children, don't wait for life to become easy before you become happy. There will always be another problem, another bill, another disappointment, another obstacle. If happiness depends on perfect circumstances, you may never find it. Learn to smile even while climbing the mountain. Be grateful for little victories. Celebrate small progress. A thankful heart sees blessings that an ungrateful heart completely misses. As I sit here speaking to you, my hands are weak, my voice is softer than it used to be, my steps are slow, but my heart is full. Because if just one young person listening to me chooses to live differently, then these 109 years will have meant even more. So let me leave you with my final words. When people doubt you, keep working. When life knocks you down, stand up one more time. When success takes longer than expected, be patient. When the world teaches you to hate, choose kindness. When everyone follows the crowd, have the courage to walk the right path alone. Do not measure your life by how much money you leave behind. Measure it by how many lives are better because you lived. One day, you too will grow old. Your hair may turn gray, your face may wrinkle like mine, your body may become weak, and one question will matter more than every other question. Did I truly live? I pray your answer will be yes. Yes, I loved. Yes, I forgave. Yes, I worked hard. Yes, I stayed honest. Yes, I kept going when life became difficult. Yes, I became the person God created me to be. Now, this old man has said all he came to say. Take these words, protect them, live them, pass them on to your children, and perhaps, when you reach my age, you will have even more wisdom to give to the generation after you. May your life be filled with purpose. May your heart remain humble. May your hands never grow tired of doing good. And may you leave this world better than you found it. Thank you for listening to an old man whose greatest treasure was never his possessions. It was the lessons life taught him. May God bless you, my dear children.